Oh, okay, you guys. Welcome to my live YouTube show. My name is Michi, and tonight we are watching Cold Case After Dark. And tonight we're speaking on Kevin Grimmage. He was a 27-year-old black male. And on April the 28th, 2000, Grimmage left his fiance and his newly born baby girl at the hospital to run errands. While at his apartment on Southeast 3rd Avenue, he was shot once in the chest with a 32 caliber gun in the front yard. Okay, so the detectives believe that he was shot in cold blood for his car. So at that time, at that time he had a custom 1992 Mitsubishi Diamante, and on Friday, um, April the 28th at approximately 1:27 a.m., Kevin body was discovered um, at his home of 1315 Southeast 3rd Avenue. Hello, guys. And he had just been shot and left in his front yard. A neighbor advised that she heard loud music and then a scuffle. She looked out her window and she saw the victim fighting with two black males. When she went to call 911, she heard a gunshot and ran to her window. Once she got to her window, she saw the victim vehicle driving off. All right. The victim was found with a single gunshot wound to his chest. His vehicle, a 1992 Mitsubishi Diamante, it was a chameleon color with the Florida tag number 417 Bravo Gator Water, which is 417 BGW, was stolen by the suspects at the scene. All right. It was recovered in Reddick, Florida. It had been set on fire and it was still smoldering. So they had just set it on fire during the time that it was discovered. And they stripped the car of its radio, the amp, and its wheels. And it just sad because you can't even drive your vehicle without somebody robbing you and killing you over your own property. It was also stated that on April the 28th that other murders of Gainesville may be connected to some of the recent carjacking in Marion County, in which expensive rims, stereos, and other items were stripped before the car was burned. And similar carjackings occurred in Marion County on March the 15th and May the 5th, but those victims were released by the carjackers. So therefore, they didn't kill these people. They released them, but they still took their car. So I'm guessing that maybe Grimmage put up a fight, or was, as they stated, he was fighting with them and didn't easily just give up their car, give up his car during the time that they was trying to jack him for his car. So that's why they shot him. But you killing this man over his vehicle, why? Why? Like, it don't make sense. Somebody worked hard for their things, and you take an innocent man's life because you won't get off of your behind and work a job to get what you want. So you'd rather take somebody else's life in the process and take their stuff. Like, I really don't I really don't understand, like, this world that we live in. And not only does he lose his car, but he lost his life. His wife lost a husband. His baby girl lost a father that she never known. He never got to teach his daughter anything. The daughter never got to know who her father was. He never got to know what his daughter would be like, or see his daughter grow up to be a woman. And 16 years later, the daughter stated, every birthday I have to think about how he died the same day I was born. That's sad. Now, every day on her birthday, she had to think about the death of her father. She had to think about these people murdered my father the day that I was born. And they still have not gotten justice for this heinous crime. Like, when is enough that people will lose their lives over stupidity, over stupid things. And not only is it materialistic, but you took the car and you burnt the car. You took the car and you ripped it up. So you killed this man over a radio that you can possibly go buy out of Walmart. You killed this man over rubber, some tires, over iron, worthless material things. So you took a radio, you took rims. Like, was that even worth this man life? What is it that you gained out of that? Like, you took a whole man life over something that you don't even have no more, probably. Do you have whatever you took this man life over? Do you have those things now? Do you? But this man is gone. This young lady has lost her father forever, and you probably don't even have the product that you took from this man. You don't have the car. That's proof because you burnt that up. Um, Here it is, 22 years later, and you probably don't have the rims neither. The stereo is out of date. You're not riding around with this stereo in your possession. And it stated that you took amp a amp. If I'm not mistaken, an amp is just a little box speaker for what? So this man lost a whole life over wood, rubber, iron, nothing. He can't get that back. And you probably don't even have what you took from him. Whether it's Kevin Grimmage, whether it's Ashley Armstrong, whether it's you or anybody else, cases or any other homicide, the police cannot effectively investigate these cases without the help of the community. So if you guys don't say anything, we can't solve anything. It's nothing that we can do about helping these families due to the fact that y'all may see something, you may hear something out there in the streets. Police officers are inside, they are inside, and y'all are outside. So y'all are basically officers' ears, y'all are basically officers' eyes. So if we come out there in society, we come out there in the community and we ask, um, do you know anything about this case? Do you know anything about what happened to Kevin Grimmage? Or do you know anything about what happened to this person or that person? You don't want to talk. Why you don't want to talk? Why you don't want to help these officers do their job? Because at the end of the day, as they state, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village or a community to solve a crime. Because make it make sense. It In order for a crime to be resolved, the community knows more than what officers know due to the fact that y'all are out there firsthand. Y'all are the officer's eyes, are the officer's ears, because you're out there in the forefront. You're out there when stuff is happening. Are in the blind because of the fact that, excuse me, because the fact that they're in the office. So don't expect for police officers to know what is going on. We have a village of our own because we have to go through forensics, we have to go through corners, we have to go through medical examiners, we have to go through latent print, we have to go through um ballistics. So it's steps that we have to take to get to solving a crime. We have to go through witnesses. So that's our village. Our village is the community. So a case shouldn't go cold unless we're lacking evidence, unless we're lacking the information that is needed. Our information comes from the streets. Our information comes from the community. Our information comes from evidence. So cold cases shouldn't go cold that much unless we don't have a body, we don't have a gun, we don't have evidence. But if we have a body, we have the right amount of evidence, but only thing that we're lacking is information and the person of interest, but somebody know who did it, and you're withholding that information, you're just as guilty as the person who shot the gun. You might as well would have committed the crime yourself because you withheld information. You withheld the information. And you're going to hear me repeat that over and over again because it's true. You're withholding information. A crime cannot get resolved if people scared to talk. Oh, I'm scared because they might retaliate on me. Police officers have Crime Stoppers, tip lines where you can go in anonymously. You don't necessarily have to go to court. You can give your statement and tell them that you don't want to be a part of the court. Only thing you want to do is just give your statement. Long as they have it on file, long as they have it recorded, you don't necessarily have to go to court. You don't have to testify because 9 times out of 10, some of them don't really go to trial because a person who commits a crime, either they're gonna settle and take a plea deal, and that's gonna be that. But if you're withholding information where a case goes cold, there's nowhere in the world that a case should be 30, 40 years old and people out there knowing what happened. What if it was your family and somebody knew what happened? Wouldn't you be devastated? Wouldn't you want justice for your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your child? I mean, make it make sense, guys. Let's do better. I mean, at the end of the day, a case may be cold, but a case will not be untold. My name is Michi. Thank you for joining Cold Case After Dark. You guys have a great day.